You're chilling with the executive DJs KE. On the wheels of steel is DJ JT.
New York City. It's dancing, it's moving, it's electric. Little kids, hot girls request this. Come on now, everybody catch this. DJ select this, skip to my loop. Oh, skip to my loop. Yeah, skip to my loop. Skip to my loop. Yeah, we're dancing from evening till sunlight. This dance is so nice. Glide left, slide right. Just do it, skip to my loop.
And that it once more, yeah. Wash out my way, my feelings dirty. I'm just living on somebody's babe. Oh no, no, I can't get that love for myself. Say everybody's fine, but they can't be you. Even if they want to do, even if they die, I say envy you. But you belong to someone, and I'm singing. I'm just craving for somebody there.
Nothing is carved in stone. You know the night is young. I'm feeling good, I'm in my zone. Run me a fat big blonde. And now them daba wallet. I'm burning in my life to wallet. Dirty me dirty like what? Cause I'm a good love. I be shame me can't stop. I'm so fly, my God. Mr. Bombastic, Mr. Romantic. African boy with the do magic. Came in a bunch, left in the Lambo. Manga boy, everybody want blue. Bounce the line, not about that boy. Mind over my time, I be, I know. I'm gonna lay what you. And you lose control. But you need to touch your toes.
You are now tuned into the sounds of executive DJs KE.
Shuka chini tetema, oh mama tetema. Aya twende tetema, oh mama tetema. Tipa tipa tetema, oh mama tetema. Aya twende tetema, oh mama tetema. Shuka chini tetema, oh mama tetema.
You got me feeling, you know, I see how they look up and down, I like it when you spin me around. Only you can get me this wild, eh. Edgy, 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 show me that you're bad now. Body, body, baby, I got enough for ya. You know you're gonna love it when we You got me going, got me throwing, baby, yeah, yeah.
Ay, mam, shigidi, nakuf, hoy, wigidi, ay, mam, shigidi, fire, moto.
Hi, mama, tetema, oh, mama, tetema. Gimme, tetema, oh, mama, tetema. Show me like a cinema, oh, mama, tetema. Sugar, hi, mama.
Umeja, yamagazana.
Akiulai,
nikumwazana.
Akiulai,
Ukiona tukimok kuna form. Kumeja kongo ya magazala. Ona vile bashi metrom. Utajua leo ni kumwazara. Ni kumwazara. Ni kumwazara. Utajua leo ni kumwazara. Ni kumwazara. Ni kumwazara. Utajua leo ni kumwazara. Hisi mahali ya lukuchafua vimwazara. Ungebeba kiboyu kabala tambala. Karata somofoneka hata glass. Kumbuka bombe si supu karibia hata tap. Vile ngoma ina gugu kuchunga hata tak. Ambia weta kutibu tu na matialala. Ni nusu ya siku tu nazishashika. Nazisikia ndani ya njumu ndani ya maadida. Habari gani? Kwani form ni gani? Kuna joto huku ndani na una kadiga. Unatupima nani? Jaza kipatika. Chesta energy drink uongeze stamina. Habari gani? Kwani form ni gani? Kuna joto huku ndani na una kadiga. Unatupima nani? Jaza kipatika. Chesta energy drink uongeze stamina. Ukiona tukimok kuna form. Kumeja kongo ya magazala. Ona vile bashi metrom. Utajua leo ni kumwazara.
Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Executive DJs KE.
Tuned into the sounds of Executive DJs KE.
Kwa traffic bila AC, una scroll tu malele IG. Niko na bed sitter, uko kwa bed sitter. Squeezy sura yenyewe ID. Neza drive gari mkebe na steez. Meshi side ya njeve na trees. Na mkanga sana jisikia. Na navatai kana jisikia.
Look usafi just tanas. Mood certain, mood lover. Na keep time to kikutana. Na make sure fast, good manners, good heavens, alafu good riddance.
Na kugaranti utanimiss, na kugaranti utanimiss ukishajua mbona wote wananita master ama daddy. Nilizaliwa na hii hizi streets, jina yangu ID. Inagonga kutoka faa kama tai chi, 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 kama tai chi, kama tai chi. Nikidropa hawezi kwara, wanerukia nikiwa imetupwa nyara. Angalia
Sinamaliza kurasa kukusifia, matusi naiona basata wakinifungia, therufi ziranazopata mia filmia. Mjusi ukuta wa parasta na uparamia. Na kama penzi ni chupa la bia, nipe sana niwe mlevi, niumbe yumbe njia kwa maana kukuibia dia. Pawa, pawa, naishi wa pawa. Penzi lako mizani mizito, naishi wa pawa. Pawa, pawa, naishi wa pawa. Penzi lako mizani mizito, naishi wa pawa. Pawa, 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 naishi wa pawa. Penzi lako mizani mizito, naishi wa pawa. Pawa, pawa, naishi wa pawa. Penzi lako mizani mizito, naishi wa pawa.
Ni furahi day, mko wapi nikuje? Mko sherehe, wapi nikuje? Kuna mayengs, wapi nikuje? Leo ni weekend, tuna party kukuche. Tumaloke, 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 tumaloke. Leo ni weekend, tuna party kukuche. Ai, tumaloke, 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 spoke, tumaloke. Leo ni weekend, tuna party kukuche.
Tumaloke, leo tunazikunywa kuanguka. Triple chase jumini, chizi kuruka. Chiki plau, zinalipuka. Manze kona kitu bigi anaweza anguka. Tumaloke, tuwakimbizie hisi la basi. Tumaloke, nalewa keja hata sina gas. Lecha lava unaweza cheza na hii. Piga shot, wacha minka tafute njuga.
Ni furahi day, mko wapi nikuje? Mko sherehe, wapi nikuje? Kuna mayengs, wapi nikuje? Leo ni weekend, tuna party kukuche. Tumaloke, 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 tumaloke. Leo ni weekend, tuna party kukuche. Ai, tumaloke, 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 tumaloke.
Ikibamba sana basi pull it up. Select a cheza doba once from the top. Dojo my bed, dojo my bed, dojo my bed. Tunisha speaker, we mash it up. Fire, we light it up. Dojo my bed, dojo my bed, dojo
Executive DJs, KE.
Ikibamba sana basi pull it up. Selector cheza doba once from the top. Dojo mabe, dojo mabe, dojo mabe. Tunisha speaker, we mash it up. Fire, we light it up. Dojo mabe, dojo mabe, dojo mabe. Tuko tao, CBD kwa penthouse. Wanadhani CBD ni guesswork, lakini jua bidii tunazoza. Nani magrami tundo tunangoja. Donjo maber, kwa mdomo ni kuber. Na doba Johnny Mwaki ukipenda email. Napendwa na mapeng, na wote Johnny 10. Nikikusalimia unanijibu tu maber. Napenda vile magala wamekuja wamebeba. Napenda vile mamanzi wamekuja wameiva. Ikibamba sana basi pull it up. Selector cheza doba once from the top. Dojo maber, dojo maber, dojo maber. Tunisha speaker, we mash it up. Fire, we light it up. Dojo maber, dojo maber, dojo maber.
Makwela na majaji wanazituka. Starehe ubamba sana baada ya mboka. Masansi watiaji tunawatuka. Salamu wanga moja na ni top shota. But originally, the wanga mkali. Inakubuka down baka mashinani. Kolabo na Iyani ande mtaani. Wakiuliza wambie tuko CBD ndani. Napenda vile madem wamekuja wamebeba. Napenda vile makwela wamekuja wameiva.
Ikibamba sana basi pull it up. Selector cheza doba once from the top. Dojo maber, dojo maber, dojo maber. Tunisha speaker, we mash it up. Fire, we light it up. Dojo maber, dojo maber, dojo maber. Dojo maber, dojo maber, dojo maber.
Enyewe imedonjo maber kabisa. It is another day. Na kama kawaida, we usually start this show at a very hot and high note. How are you, my friend?
Kama kawaida.
Umeshinda aje?
I'm good.
Leo nimeona wewe ni mtu wa Harambee Stars. Umesema upatie vijana encouragement today.
Leo ni mtu wa Harambee.
How has your weekend been? How has your week been so far? Second day in the week.
Today I'm hyped up because of Harambee. I'm sure watatufanyia kitu.
Tafadhalini, please guys, say an extra prayer for Harambee. Burn some extra sage. Please tell your underground committee to do the thing. We are here yet again, another week, to share with you our creativity and our grooviness. It is a creator's groove here again. And so tunakonga tu groovy na moto na joto. And that's just how this show is. Malika Ouma is I, and I'm so excited for our conversation today. We are talking about the one thing Kenyans love. Kuna vitu wa Kenya wanapenda sana. Entertainment and events. Tabia zingine wa Kenya wamepata ni mbaya sana. You decide I'm not going to pay for a ticket, but I'm going to show up for the event. These are some of the things that we want to discuss. How is entertainment space in Kenya? How is specifically the event space in Kenya? Because me, if you ask me, there's like a whole mountain of Goliaths or Barbanian within the event space of Kenya, and we are yet to break the surface of this beautiful mountain. And I'm going to be bringing a guest today who's going to be taking us through this. We're going to be going deep down into events, talking about generally, as always, the creative economy. Hii economy ni yangu na ni yako, so lazima tuchangie ndio we grow. Let's go to that guest.
Baby boo, you know I got you, eh? You know
mimi nataka watu kama wewe. You come and you give me gifts.
You know they say Luya men can't walk without presents or gifts. Life would suck without you.
Oh, it really would suck.
For sure, I appreciate you all. I got you all. Invite me, Joe. Invite me. I got you all. I got you, brother man. I got you. Naona hapo Harambee.
Life would suck.
Tunaenda kuwapiga deadly.
Deadly.
Kama bro, kama unaweza watumie 50 bob. Wani watu motivated by the dollar.
By the dollar.
Yeah, watu wacheze tu football.
Dollar bill, it comes at a cost.
It comes at a cost.
But everything does come at a cost.
No, for sure.
Quite literally.
Now we need to give them some tunes, some motivation. Motivation makes me happy. How you guys lakini?
We are vibes. How are you doing?
I'm proper.
Napenda vile umekuja tu na burst of.
Lazima tukam na energy.
Umekuja na boom. This is the kind of energy I usually have.
Bas nasemanga E for the energy and B for baby.
Ooh.
What's up? How are you lakini?
I'm good. How are you doing?
You look nice.
Well, thank you.
Look nice. Napenda hii outfit. Mngeniambia bro pia mimi nikuja na shorts.
But you have a red.
Tuesday ni leg day.
Oh, you have red. Yeah, today Tuesday is leg day.
Kai, if you
Red for her.
if you see what my t-shirt is written hata utaamini.
Ebu tufanyie
hata sikujua nimevaa. This was so random. Straight outer. That's what's up.
I don't think I can read that.
Say straight outer South Sea.
I thought it was red for Harambe.
But they bro, funny enough, imagine I didn't even know today was Harambe's game. I didn't think about it when I was leaving the house.
But look at you representing.
Yes.
Hata mimi sikujua.
We love our country.
Man, tunapenda yako iko wapi? Ai, sasa yako iko wapi?
But kuna red.
Yako iko wapi?
Ama tu mwenyewe ni red flag.
You ni red flag. But if you're a Kenyan without a Kenyan band, me I'm going to ask you so many questions.
For sure.
Like, what's not
wrong? Weirdly enough, this is the most worn wristband
in the world.
In the world.
Yes,
imagine.
It is. And I've actually seen it live, like being a tourist attraction.
No, it is.
Where people are like, me, I want one like that. I'm like, but they're just.
Plus, ours look dope.
Guys, our flag is so cool.
It's nice.
Like it is so. Our flag has black, guys.
It's only our government that's failing. Wanatuangusha.
Hata hiyo ni understatement. We are here to talk about that.
Wanatuangusha. I don't know if you guys have friends.
Have
friends? I have
very few. I was raised in Kabu 4-5 years.
Boss energy wagon and pretend. Wana pretend. Bro, these guys are balling. Juicy, there was a certain window for, I think that guy is a for something called bro.
Ni msichana wake alikuwa anaolewa?
Yeah, the daughter is called something some gentleman. Ay, bro, these guys are
mtoto wa politician.
You know they did 2 weddings, eh? They had a traditional one. Now this was a white wedding.
I don't believe in white weddings, but that's vibes. That's vibes.
Do you believe in love?
I do. I do believe in traditional weddings. I would rather personally, because I'm Luo and Kikuyu.
Okay.
So I'm like Mimi when I'm tying the knot. We are doing nyombo and orasho.
Hakuna ti white wedding.
Well, for why?
Wacha, me do you know my dream wedding? Kwanza starts at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Makuhu na kina kukaa tutawekea tu link. Nakwambia we don't bash. 6 p.m. hivi.
Na sign in.
Alafu iko Kilifi. Si unajua Kilifi grandparents hawezi fika. So tunawekea. Unaona how Kenya used to when we were playing when we were hosting Chan, we to have live screens.
Tunawekea
screen. Kakamega. Pa!
Ndio watch.
Oneni. Jua Luya wanaweza nikasirikia.
Mbona utume pesa ya
no lazima. Mimi ni mtu.
Lazima
no, I
na nasikia kwanza Kakamega mlipata KFC?
Yo, bwana nikwambie Kakamega 2015 we got our first nitwa jizi staff ndio pia mimi ni Mluya. So usijali escalator. Bro ndio walikuwa wanapanda wakishuka.
Escalator.
It was Luya. But Luya are nice people. You should get you.
I have been with Luya. Luya are nice people.
Walunjeni watu polite.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
Oh my God, not all of them.
Kuna mmoja anaweza kuweka kazi ya kuosha nyumba wewe.
Mimi
painting na makuti.
Mimi.
Uko tu hivi sato. So you've told your mom, "Hey mom, I'm going to see my husband."
Let me tell you something.
Husband has other plans.
Mina nginyager.
Yeah.
Please catch me dead.
I get you.
I'm not going to be a wife and I'm not even a girlfriend.
I was. Kwanza Waluya wanapenda kuitana, my wife na bado hata mko talking stage.
Please. That's a red flag.
I get you, no. I get you for sure.
Welcome to the Creators.
Thank you for having me, man. This is such a dope space. Congrats to you and my homeboy. Congratulations. Ini kali sana. Ini episode
4.
Episode 4. So tuta stop episode 100.
Amen.
Sindio?
Amen.
Kaende.
Amen.
Drop it on Friday night.
For sure, eh?
We drop it on Friday.
Yeah.
Let go.
In the middle of the night.
Let go.
Here we talk about everything creative economy.
Okay.
Everything is a home for creatives.
Yeah.
It's like we're like the therapist room of creatives.
As it should.
Where we are talking about how it is being a creative. Yeah. You know, it's not easy. It's very difficult. I always say each and every time that we are the healers of the world, that we are messengers of the world. We are capable of doing a lot of great and also a lot of damnation.
Yeah, no, very true.
And I think it's important for us as creatives to finally give ourselves flowers, you know. Kama wewe ni mnoma, wewe ni mnoma.
For sure.
Mtu akikwambia wewe ni mnoma usikatae.
Mrs. ati niseme ati mimi ni deadly. Mimi najua story chukweni picha. Mimi ni deadly. Lego.
You know, and I'm so excited to have you here.
Yeah, same.
I'm like, vibes tunaenda nayo.
Kwanza kuna after party after it.
And then we have the party of the after party.
After party.
Sijui kama unakuja ama utakuwa kulala ama utakuja na sisi after party.
Tuona. We can actually sit down to watch the Harambee game. Sit somewhere polite.
Wow.
Cinema Gen Z.
Sawa mzee.
Are you a Gen Z?
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
But I'm not 21.
Lego.
I'm not 21.
Lego. Me, I'm 21. I'm 21.
In spirit?
21 by face.
In spirit.
But 39 by
knees.
By knees.
By knees and back.
Synovial fluid. It's up. It's a wrap.
Schminished.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Please give us. Mimi nasamanga tupe bio.
Lego.
I don't call it an introduction.
Yeah, okay.
I call it a bio. I'm like, if you do 2,000 things in the creative space, please.
Okay.
Tuambie.
This is so weird that this is usually the hardest question that I can ever answer. But in a...
Don't give us nutshell.
In a nutshell.
As we don't do nutshells.
Thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
We don't do nutshells.
I am, and so I like to say my 8 to 5 is I am a creative director. I run my own studio called Rea Graphic Studio. It's been in operation for, now this is the 4th year since 2021. I am a scriptwriter, a producer, a content developer, and a director. So that's my 8 to 5. That's what puts food on my table. That's what makes me trap. And then I'm also, luckily enough, I'm also an MC. Why I say luckily enough is because I studied multimedia journalism in campus. So I did communications and film. So imagine how blessed I am to be able to apply, you know, what I did in campus. That's in communication as an MC, as a corporate MC, as an events MC. And then on this other side, as a creative director, being able to do film. It is definitely a blessing.
It's you literally creative all the time.
Yes.
You're creating all the time.
Let me tell you, weirdly enough, I don't know where it came from, but I think it happened after COVID. So I am a heavy consumer of local production. Huge shout out to Abeli and Phil.
Yes,
you know, those are my mentors. Huge shout out as well to Sarah Migwi from Protel. That's where I did my internship. You know, she was very thorough. Protel. Sarah niambia niende home because I didn't, you know how after production
you're supposed
cables? To bus. Akaniambia uwezi kuunazieka tu hivi kwa bag.
Ya uwezi kuoneka hivyo.
I learned how to hivi kuifunga hivi in a circle.
Hata mimi ningekwambia uende home.
Imagine.
Mimi ningekwambia uende home.
So shout out to Protel Studios. Shout out to Shiti Gashuna, who was my director when I was there. And of course Shiti, who made Leroybaybee what it was. It was mad. Imagine that I was thrown into. Alafu the first day that I got on set, the director was sick. So nimeingia hivi Protel day 1 internship, nimeambiwa yo, si tunasikia ni direct boss. I was saying my own things. I was literally thrown into the fire from day 1.
In the middle of the, you know how the flame, the blue part is the hottest?
Very true. Yes. But who is God? We killed it, man.
God anafanyanga things for the reasons.
I kid you not. And I'm also very fortunate because it taught me what production is. Because I find production to be very easy.
Yeah.
When I was at Protel, tulikuwa tunapiga kazi. By 6 a.m. we're ready on location. Tunatoka 10 p.m. We shoot like 4 episodes in a day.
Damn.
4 episodes. So shout out to the cast as
so
well.
It's like, damn, that's literal bulk shooting.
Those guys were hip. Yo, Protel had, Real had, if I'm not wrong, 100 episodes per season.
Wow.
100 ep. Natulikuwa tunazituma. Hiyo time it was KTN. Walikuwa nakana overload at like 20 episodes before to party the next.
That is amazing.
Shout out to the cast.
You see, that you've said specifically is something within the creative space, production space, because I'm in production most of the time. Watu wafikiriangi hiyo long haul. I'm like, guys, think for the time one of you guys will be sick.
Bus. And then when the guys at KTN are asking for content on their boss.
Tuko na contract.
Iko wapi?
So it's a thing of being, I think creatives should always over prepare.
Very true. Even as you've said, preparation in terms even of contracts, I feel like we as creatives don't really understand the business side of Steamer ni kitu ya kunyima.
Surely. At this day and age. With all the technology we have.
Technology. We can't see past our pockets.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I mean.
We will one step at a time. Tunasamanga it's one mind at a time.
We are tribeless.
Amen.
We is tribeless.
Moja by moja we will destroy all the borders.
Bora tu tumona pia tukumbe is not one of us.
Uyo.
Akishapata 1 million.
I have a whole thing with him. Why he breaks my heart the most because he's a creative.
He's
a creative. He's an amazing pianist.
Oh, for sure.
I'm telling you, this guy on the keys.
On the keys. Wacha motoria. Wacha bensol. Toa sedo.
Mtu akiva tu suti yake hivi.
Oh, it's fire. Someone told me that.
It's beautiful because I'm also an MC. So MC is an event that he was playing,
and
I was like, wow, this is beautiful. So as me, I feel personally betrayed as a creative.
The enemy is. See, we're talking about the creative economy. The enemy is poverty.
It's poverty, and it's poverty mentality.
It's poverty mentality.
It's honestly
it's
poverty
not even
mentality. Because even when we go to events, because that's the main thing we're here for, we have this current culture in Kenya where people don't want to buy tickets, but they want to go.
Or the Occupy culture. It is so wrong.
It is so wrong. Only if you're occupying parliament.
If you could parliament occupy. Did you check it? Guys tried doing the same thing with the Harambee Stars. Tukambia will be banned.
Imagine.
What are we doing?
Imagine.
We only occupy government offices.
Wachana na vitu vingi.
This is private, wachaneni nazo.
Hizo tunaribu CV.
Yeah, no, very true.
And it's one of the reasons why we don't have a bigger, I'm not going to say bigger robust, but a bigger net in matters of outside Africa, in matters of having events in Kenya.
Did you check what CB said? We don't have the infrastructure for him to have his own show here.
And do you know how hard that's sad?
Imagine, that's CB.
Somebody like Dave Chappelle had literally, he came and did a show.
Yeah.
Show ili anansiwa leo, ikakuwa sold out leo.
Yep.
I'm like, guys, you guys knew Dave Chappelle was coming and you thought of telling us today.
In fact, the news was as the show was ongoing. As the show
ilikuwa sold out.
Really, yep.
And that tells you that honestly tells you volumes. I get very annoyed when you see this Western artists say, I'm doing a world tour. And they don't come to Africa.
They don't, They don't even consider Africa as a world tour.
And if they come to Africa, they go to, now it's South Africa.
Yeah.
It's always South Africa.
Always the same.
And now Rwanda is taking over.
Rwanda has the infrastructure.
Rwanda
God.
Rwanda wanafikiria big fish. You guys are thinking events at the artists. Rwanda is like, nah, Formula 1.
Imagine.
Rwanda is thinking Formula 1.
Yup.
Si bado tunangangana na kupata bana boy arudi huko.
Arudi after calling us peasants. Imagine. After we cancelled him on Twitter. That's how you know, let me tell you. Do you know how Kenyans are? Kenyans are like your ex. Kenyans are like your ex. Kenyans tumecancel nani? Sisi tulikuwa tumecancel Prezi. Prezi akishatoa tu mado hivi, he's back. Yani Kenyans are that, you know that ex of yours who you know is always, she'll always
they're lurking around, he or she.
A radius of 1 meter.
Uwe mwenye unajua ako around the corner.
Ako tu ukimhala hivi.
Ukiblink kidogo tu vibaya.
Mechi kama umemtalk. That's how Kenya is. That's how we are.
It's the excess that doesn't want to go away.
That's how we are.
And I think it's a beautiful culture, but it's also a messed up culture. When I say beautiful, we are such accountability masters.
Yes.
It's crazy. But it gets also very questionable. Zelas are, okay guys, is this the only place you want to be accountable? You know?
Yeah, we're very selective with our accountability.
Very selective.
Very
and
selective.
I think that's one of the things that is really hindering, specifically also the creative space.
Yeah.
Because for one, artists we have a lot to pick from. There are a lot of decisions we have to make.
Yeah.
And now they were talking about events politically. When Major and the boys of Angukanayo, there was an event that happened. Was it last year, Kisha? One of these public holidays. And they called artists to perform. And those artists went to perform. People were like, oh, you guys are sellouts. You guys are you're encouraging them. You what? I'm like, guys, I get your logic.
Yeah.
But at the same time, kumbuka msana anatafuta bread and butter.
He's looking for milk. And mind you,
bread and butter kitafuta pia anajaribu kufikiria, okay, because you have to pay the bills, and then you have to fight the fight.
Yes.
But you can't fight the fight without
paying the bills. Yes.
The people who don't have the luxury of being able to be like, you know what, my life is fighting the fight.
Yes.
There are people who are like, no, I also have to pay the bill.
Hand to mouth. People, guys, in fact, also artists in Kenya live hand to mouth. You know, we don't live in a country where systems work. For instance, every year, you know, one of my very good friends is Kaiga. Aliniambia, bro, why would I register to MCSK? Mbona to get 2,500 annually. Imagine 2,500 annually. How do you expect whoever you're sending that money to sustain their life for a whole year?
Hata si mwaka. Najua ni pesa ya masiga hours.
2,500
na kwamba hizi unaweza ingia supermarket hizi na kale katuli kadogo.
2,500 uchukue tu omo uende.
Na imeisha.
Syrup. I don't understand how like for instance even the MCSK story. So if everyone gets
1,500.
So how do they account for? So for instance, how do you send Calligraph 2,500 and artist X 2,500? How do you monitor?
How do you calibrate?
Person X should receive X amount of money and this person.
It's as you're saying, it's a lack of system. You have
lack of system.
Not even that, actually, let me scratch that. There is a system, and the system is doing exactly what it was designed to do.
Yeah.
For us not
however
to succeed. It was made for us to fail.
Yes.
And now as creatives, we're now I love how we're taking more charge and control over this economy. It's like we need to change this.
Yep.
You need to understand, first of all, does this government even understand how many creatives there are in this country? Furthermore, do they even understand the types of creatives?
Yeah.
Because you being a director, if you're not somebody who's not into cinematography, I can't just give you a camera and expect you to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's like me being a DP, I don't like editing. And I'm like...
how come there are no creatives? Do you know even editors don't like editing? No one likes to edit.
Because editing it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Plus
creatives are usually, like our blood is so hot, sitting down for 8 hours doesn't make sense at all.
Me, I find it very draining.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very, and I'm the kind of person who sipendange nikifanya, for example, I do a shoot today and then I edit it today.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need at least 24 hours. My brain needs to forget it.
Yeah.
Then when I revisit,
creative vizuri,
exactly, I recreate from the creation.
Same.
You know, and most of government agencies, even corporate agencies, NGOs, who and who, don't really understand that creativity is big.
Yeah.
It's so broad. There are so many. Just 2 weeks ago, I saw an advert for a job.
Yeah.
Social media manager wanted.
Okay.
Job description.
Lego.
Graphic designer, content creator.
How?
What? Sijamaliza to number 2. Graphic designer, content creator, content manager, photography, editing, monetization, and also production.
Those are like 6 careers. I'm a finesse.
Those are
7
careers
jobs.
into,
I kid you not.
Those are 7 different jobs. Starting salary, 15 to 20K.
How no? Alafu you must have 42 years of experience. And be under 22. Please. Jaribu tu ku over 30 with 7 years of experience. Uone nani atakupei kazi.
Jaribu kuingia millennial bracket. It's not yours.
Let me tell you.
And it doesn't make sense.
It does not.
It doesn't make sense.
Even, let's talk about film. So the body that's in charge of film is called Kenya Film Commission. KFC. Mimi doesn't make sense to me. I've gone to KFC. Maze, there's no one there who's under 50. Maze, nenda uko na choka. I'm like, do you guys even understand? You know, unfortunately, not in a bad way. If you look at like how Kenyans are structured, we are structured in the reverse. There's a boy of mine who was working with GQ magazine. He runs an agency. So GQ called him, they're like, yo, so we're looking for Kenya's top musician who's doing well on digital service providers like Boomplay, Apple Music, Bass. Kindly just send me your top 3 preferences, we go through them. Say akasema Nyash. I won't say who said it, but akasema Nyash. Akakoliwa back akasema, but I'm seeing this guy is over 40. Akasema, yeah, he's our biggest artist. The guy for GQ akasema, you guys must be mad. Me, I'm looking for an 18-year-old who's influencing masses. Ndo akachukua Lil Minor. The guy from GQ said, according to me, I feel like Lil Minor is way bigger than Nyash. Nyash is 40-something plus. But Lil Minor has half of his views already. He has like 20 more years to go.
Yeah.
So while
by
we
the time it's
investing,
Nyash's age,
look at the projections, will
look
be
at
mad.
the projection, yeah.
So you see, us guys as Africans work
We're
backwards.
thinking in backwards.
We're looking at Akina Namelesses as the
It's
future
true.
of our country.
But then, I'm sorry guys, but you guys were the foundation. And I think people forget, Kenyans are forgetting, and now this is where I as a Gen Z have beef with my fellow Gen Zs. Gen Zs forget it's a relay. It's a relay.
Where there's a baton that's being passed.
That you have to pass.
Yeah.
And the baton, they're trying to pass it to us.
Yeah.
Hatuwezi kushika. Na pia hawawachili.
Yeah.
And because each runner has a different pace.
Very
each
true.
runner has a different running style. But at the end of the day, what do we want? To win the race.
Yeah.
But if we're not working together, we're not moving. And I think that's one of the biggest issues within the Gen Z space, within also creativity.
Yeah.
And if I say specifically creativity, msanii anataka kumake it saizi na saizi.
Na peke yake.
Na solo.
Na peke yake.
And you're like, even with, again, events.
Yeah.
Events doesn't work as a one-man show. It will never work as a one-man show. And it is literally a collection of brains, of ideas, of different styles to come and create one.
Yeah.
But there's such violence between now millennials and Gen Zs. The thinking is very different. And I always say there are 2 tiers of Gen Zs.
Yeah.
The older Gen Zs
Akina us.
and the younger ones. Yes, Akina us. And those, like, for me, I grew very close with millennials.
Yeah.
So mimi kila kitu na mimi nimejua ni
same.
The millennials.
Yeah, same.
You know? So and then there's some of this of course being part of the digital age and coming it's part of the Gen Z now. You're like, okay, I can think like this. This is how I can push the envelope. We are pushing the envelope cautiously because we understand that if we push it too much, the water will submerge.
Which is so unfortunate. Yeah, which is so. I saw the same thing during when there was this revolution just after COVID, or during COVID, let me say during COVID, when Gengeton
had picked again.
There was so much bile in the industry, which I don't understand. Why would we want to kill our own sound by either victimizing the artist? I don't know if you up to tabs.
Or amapianoing everything.
Do you see how weird it is that we've elevated amapiano as opposed to our own sound, which is either Abanton or Gengeton? Do you know there's a club? There's so many clubs, and I'm not calling out those DJs, but I'm calling you guys out. Coda is owned. Coda.
Yeah.
If you ever go to Coda, usikianguka nayo, I'll give you $1 billion.
I've never.
Coda wanacheza strictly amapiano, uns, 3-step, iso music. It's even owned by, I won't say the DJ's name, but I know the guy who owns Coda is one of the top amapiano DJs, which is so sad.
How are you in your country, but you don't want to elevate the music from your country?
It's so weird. Shiksha Ora was talking about the same thing about hosts, about radio presenters and TV presenters faking an accent. Sima, do you know how stupid you look trying to sound British?
You do look very, and I feel.
I have something to say as a DJ also.
Yes, please.
And this I've said before. When it comes to sound, for me, I think we need to look at the artist and the music, irrespective of the sound.
Okay.
Because when you're looking at our music from the time we were being born and up to today, we have a touch of almost everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
There's a touch of hip hop, there's a touch of this, there's a touch of rumba. Look at some of our younger artists who are playing some cultural sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a touch of rumba and a touch of cultural and a touch of almost everything. From my view, this is what I've felt, and I've shared this before elsewhere. I think we need to invest more on the artist and the showbiz than the sound.
And okay.
If we look at South Africa today, we've talked about Amapiano, but in the days when we were, the old days when I was starting to DJ and stuff, there was a sound known as Kwaito.
Yeah.
Right. Before that, there was another sound.
Yeah.
So also there are different sounds keep on evolving.
Yeah.
So if we focus on coming up with a sound, people might dance to it for a period, and then they'll transition to something else.
Yeah, very
so
true.
Not force them to remain at that particular sound for forever.
Yeah.
If I look at Nigeria, we talk of Afro. But for me, I don't see it as a sound. It's just the packaging.
Yeah.
As a DJ, and this is something I've experimented, I took Arya Star's song. Which song was that? It was, which song? I'm forgetting this song.
Not Commerce?
Commerce.
Okay.
Commerce.
Yeah.
If I just remove Arya Star's voice from it,
okay,
and I remain with the beat,
yeah,
I can put harmonized lyrics on it.
Okay.
And it becomes bongo.
Okay.
It's the artist.
I get what you mean.
It's the artist.
Because if I take commas and I remove Arya Stars from it and remain with the beat, and then I place harmonize, it now becomes bongo.
Yeah. Bongo track.
Becomes bongo track. Right. So for me as a DJ, I feel we need to push more the artists and the showbiz.
Very true.
Than the sound.
Than the sound, because sound evolves.
It evolves,
yeah,
and we might get lost. You know, when Gengeton came, it took people as a wave, and then another group of artists came with urban tone.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not hearing lots of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tomorrow we'll have something else.
We do have we have a
like
sound
Renault,
that's going on.
Do you know what's happening right now? It is the R&B season. If you've
True,
noticed,
people are going back to R&B, but how Kenyan artists are doing it is, I pick up from what you're saying of picking up different genres and putting them together. Let's take a group like Watendawili, for example. These boys have found a way of putting bongo with rumba, with Afrofusion, they found a way of putting it all together with R&B as well. And you're like,
how good does this shit sound?
But now again, as you're saying, we do need to name the artist, because if you really do think about it, it's like a camera. I'm a photographer, right?
Yeah.
Cameras change. Cameras evolve.
Yeah.
And as a photographer, I have the option of am I going to grow with this evolution, or am I going to stick to this one camera that I know? This is the only camera I know. This is the only camera I'm going to use. You know?
So it's a Canon 5D. Well,
no, I'm not Canonian. So, sorry, Canonians. But you get what I'm saying. So I get what you're saying when you say we need to focus on the artist. Because if you look at K-pop, for example.
K-pop is on fire.
Hours. Nani Gava?
K-pop is on fire. Oh, it's a government.
Gava may invest in that industry intentionally.
Yeah.
Okay, this is an artist I can, they're pumping money there. And what is it doing? It's pumping money back to them.
These guys have over 500, almost the average number of views is 100 mic.
And
if you look at all those videos,
and you're like,
100 mic.
And you look at it, you're like, are you, this is literally boy bands, girl bands. It's boy bands.
You know, they were shooting 11K in 2016, 17. 11K.
And you're like,
11K.
But it asks you again, you see, showbiz, and that's what these countries have done.
Yeah.
A country like, let's say, India. I always like comparing Bollywood and Nollywood, and now Kenya, and Kenya specifically. We laughed at Indians and Nigerians
with their
so long.
Their disappearing movies.
With their bullets. I'm telling you, I watched a movie where this guy
shoot me.
Hata si hivyo. Weska. Alishutiwa hivi.
Wacha.
Alishikilia bullet.
Akai meza.
Na Hakumeza.
Kapitu. Ama kairudisha kaitupa.
Hakurudisha hivyo. He chewed on it.
Wacha jokes.
After he chewed in it, he transformed into what? A live ammunition.
Akawa spray water hivi. And you know those are views.
Those are views.
It's the same way Diana B. You know as guys are hitting on Diana B, it's as if YouTube knows that
she knows what she's doing.
At this view is not for her. This view is for dislike. I don't like. Yani I'm watching this. A view is a view. Si tunaziwatch hivi.
Woni mama lao. Amesema yeye mama lao.
Views like a joke. Diana B.
I think she does it intentionally.
They do it intentionally.
And
of course.
But at the same time, you ask yourself as an artist, with all due respect, you're actually ridiculing yourself. So how long are you going to make yourself a joke for the sake of money?
What we need to do is, as said, we need to. Why I don't like Kenyans? Kenyans tunakuanga na tabia fulani na nibo, where we normally say, assuming now we pick up a conversation that we need to support Kenyan artists. Mtu atatag ngoma ya Diana B. That's a representation of Kenyan music. Instead of talking about Bien, about Kina Suda, tuta forward Diana B. Atizi ndo ngoma mnataka tusikize. So also Kina Diana B being in that space for why I hate Kenyans needs to kwanza social media. We need to know what Kiki is. I like how Tanzanians do their Kiki. If you look at Akina Diamond's Kiki, it's heavy.
Yeah.
Like they produce nice music. Guys, more stuff inaendelea Diamond na
Sierra.
Diamond na Roger Sierra. Diamond na anaitwa nani? Mbosso. History ya Power.
No.
Don't know stuff ya Power. Unajua the most popular phrase hook ya ati kama penzi ni chupa la bia. You know it's Diamond who wrote that part.
Yes.
So wakajirecord amkoni kitu kitrend like 3 weeks ago ati Mbosso didn't give Diamond credits. Diamond akajama akaingia IG. Yo, this song is not trending. It's on fire. Kumbe it's Diamond who wrote that part.
Chupa la bia. It's even wow.
That's Diamond anapenda history za But look at how dope the song is, alafu the kiki that goes behind the song. Now us guys are packaging our music is Kina Diana B's music is trash. La sasa waeke kiki juu. Webu niambie ni nini? Ni kama kuweka matope juu ya carpet hivi. Pafu unadhani unaiosha. Sio ni nonsense. You get? And then what we're doing is we're taking away. Nyash released, you know that Friday pia Nyash alitoa ngoma.
Alitoa ngoma and I'm so sorry and I'm also not sorry.
Yeah.
But I feel like Nyash is in a point, yes, he's older.
Yeah.
And one thing I think why Kenyans also really respect Nyash is he's proved, I don't care about my age, sorry. I don't care about my age.
Yeah.
I'm a create.
Nyash is the one.
You know?
He's
ameonyesha what rebirth after rebirth. He's having another rebirth right now.
He's shaved off his dreadlocks.
I'm telling you, he looks fine.
Watcha.
Girl, we're gonna
he's chucking an album.
He is, and I'm so excited because he dropped a single. But all of us are talking about Diana B.
Yeah.
He signed with Sony, and and he gave. When I heard that at first, I was like, okay, this is very confusing.
Yeah.
Because we all know how these Western corporations are.
How they go.
We know.
After 1 year, he'll be complaining. Hey, these guys have shagged me. Hey.
But at the end, but there's something he said that he's at the point where he wants his music to move to another global audience. So I'm like, kuna hesabu fulani I hope huyu mzee amemake.
Kuna hesabu Nyash anapiga sasa, unajua nini? Nyash doesn't want to perform. Nyash is tired of performing and anataka get money off royalties. And that's one thing that we do not have the structure.
We don't have that structure. That's why he can't do it here.
We do not. If you even know who distributes royalties in Kenya, utaamini. Bedho aswagava wanafaa kutoka. It's not normal.
As you're saying, how do you enter KFC and all you see are 50-year-old people? I'm like, dude, with all due respect, grow up in the era ya ilikuwa VOK.
Bas. Those are still the same people who are now trying to digitize the
unataka sasa kukuja kuelewa ari ni nini?
Aje.
Come on, guys.
It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. There's a boy of mine who premiered his song. I won't say the station because the station has no issue. He premiered his music at a certain station, let's say Station X. Do you know when he was being given his royalties, aliambiwa, we've never played your song on radio.
What?
And akisema yo, I launched it here. Akapatiwa makaratasi. So they don't record it. They don't record songs digitally au andika. So kama Power ilicheza wanatuma list imeandikwa hivi. Si wataki records aziendi kwa computer. So unapatiwa hivi file. Tuonyeshe wimbo wako ilicheza saa ngapi. When did you launch? Unamwambia ozia on 12th December.
Do it 12th December.
Wanakuletea 12th December. When Rihanna Si wewe. Hapa tuna Rihanna. Ulikuja saa ngapi? 11 to 2. Niambie. Bro, do you know you look at that list. Unaangalia hivi unaambia sawa. Nyinyi wanoma. Nyinyi ebuka nani marketing ka? Nyinyi wa dead.
Do you know that's a cartel?
It is a cartel.
That's straight up
and there are billions being made. Because radio, I did my internship at Radio Africa.
Yeah.
Best believe, there's a lot of money. There's a lot of guap. At Radio Africa, ilikuwa a 30-second advert, it was 3 million. Yeah, there's a lot of money. And then they position those adverts either before a dope song or mostly after a dope song. Because assuming you're scrolling on your radio, alafu usikie ngoma kali, let's say Power, you'll stop. So I take advert after Power. And all that is on record. But webu kujia dozako kwa mtu wa Power. Do you know after me my song I always hear Safaricom. Ulisikia wapi? Ulisikia wapi? Tuonyeshe records.
Inabidi kama msanii sasa. Umelaunch ngoma yako ukwetu na radio, it's on that radio, iko on that.
Let me tell you what needs to happen.
Ina record.
Let me tell you what needs to happen.
That's crazy.
I'm a coder. One of my best friends is a coder.
Yeah.
He is fire. Alafu is also in the same school. We need to monitor music through apps.
Okay.
Hivyo tu ndo venye kutakuwa na wizi. Now we once went for a pitch. Sasa nikwambia hii Kenya yetu vujue veni funny. We have a company called Request helps me as an MC. Mimi nikibukiwa show, let's say LD, mwingia requests. So we've also linked the app with the AI. So it can tell us which songs are usually hot at a certain region. Kama juzi was MCing at a Kale gig inaitwa Korom. Watu walikuwa piga nduru after nduru. Juu najua violating to the number 1. Unajua bado violating to the number 1 song LD na Power.
Kwa serious?
Yaani nilikuwa nacheza hivi mangoma wasa waamini wana wika zote. Because I have an app that monitors music. We once went for a pitch. Tumeitwa. Tunaambiwa kamini smart boys. What's your idea about? Naambia it's called Request. So Request inawaki hivi. Tukaambiwa tu haya. Unataka kukufa Friday ama Monday? Hii Request app yenyu endeni muifunge hivi vizuri muitupe kwa choo. This is BS. With a very senior citizen in this country.
No.
Fulani ashai kwa hii country. Tuambia tu Monday. Leo lini Friday? Chagueni kati ya Monday ama Thursday.
That is literally you being told your idea is so good it's gonna make me bankrupt.
Bas. Tukatoka tukawaambia asanteni.
But okay, if we're now being very realistic, that's also scary. Because is this people saying straight out telling you I am stealing from you?
I'm stealing guap.
I don't care that I'm stealing from you.
There's so much money in advertising. Do you know the advertising? If you go to Safaricom spends billions on advertising.
Na saizi Safaricom wanajaribu kusafisha rada. Lakini kwa na okoa jahazi ya 20 bob. Utaingia blacklist.
And that's why I'm happy that there's a digital shift. Saizi corporates advertising with influencers. But now bado, sasa agencies zina bado. There's a certain agency called, I won't talk about it in Rodney, waseme ni defamation. Do you know how agencies, I was signed in an agency.
Yeah.
Agency wanapatiwa do, but the money that trickles down to, yani there's no difference now between agencies and government parastatals. Wako tu hivi, same what's up. Because the bad thing about the money that we're given, watching it digress. I have a pal of mine who the dad was a politician. Semi nani do story ni funny. So the guy alikuwa anatuambia, the dad used to tell him, bro, mimi nilikuwa napatiwa 1 billion nijenge barabara. But hao watu ninajengea barabara hawajaambiwa nimepewa 1 billion. Mimi ni fiat. Niende nijenge barabara. You get what? That's the only problem with Kenyans. Agencies are being given a lot of by these corporates.
It's great.
You know, these corporates don't have a department for entertainment, so they outsource. Wanawambianga shikeni 30 million, give us a show. Uona koliwa, it's so sad that
unapewa 5Gs.
Na bado kwa 5Gs anakuambia give me 20%. You go to a venue, you go to an event. The guys in that agency wanaingia na Benz. Mind you, they're not working. Hakuna kitu wanafanya. Let me tell you, events with any jokes. Hakuna job wanadu. Hakuna hata ukiangalia brief yenye umepewa. Yani just do as you please. Weenda tu uwe watu because they are drinking, they have go up. Kwanza they've taken percentages from everyone. Mimi nikibukiwa mseo ni book hiyo niambia hizo maze. Na uzuri watu hawajui nani ni book. Hiyo chukua 20%.
Kiro safi. So in short unatakisiwa mara moja.
20% no bado tupige kwanza siku hizi now we are up to 10%. We used to be cut at 5% with holding, now we are up to 10.
Oh my gosh.
Webu niambie. Unashika hivi microphone unaambiwa you've been given, unajua mimi unapatiwa airtime za 100,000 upatiane upe nani wewe ni wazimu. Na wasomeanga namba zishatumia 844 shazi load 67 narudi home na credit 100,000. Wait, na uza credit. Nani anataka credit hapa? Lazima tuzi we play
but you know how
players.
dumb that is to be giving somebody so credit of 100,000.
It is so yani.
But it's something I talk about a lot, even on my podcast. I keep talking about how as Africans we have been put into such bounds, and we have been convinced that this bounds and these cages have been put is freedom.
It is what we've been looking for.
You know, we spend so much time betraying each other over a piece of paper.
Especially artists. Betray. Artists wanaweza kaivi. I kid you not. If you look at, let's say, our generation, over kina Charisma, Chris Kaiga, you know, they can literally just say, if you're not paying us 500k, bro, please, wewe unajua kuimba. Me, I've ever told a certain boss of mine. So she was underpaying me, Nini. Then I got news of how much how much I am bringing in. Nikangoja tu, nikamwambia saka, niambia, yo baby, it's short time. Nikamwambia, it's short time. Nikamwambia, I hope unajua ku MC. I hope. Jui mic sishiki. I hope wewe venye kumeka hivi unajua ku MC. Unajua linipatia contract up. And nikamwambia, it's so sad that we're making so much money and you're using me, I'm the face of whatever it is that we're doing, but you feel like it's okay to shortchange me.
Yeah.
You feel like it's okay. After
like your value doesn't make sense.
My salon, I was paying double. So nikasema, I've been losing all this money all this time.
And then, you know, artists don't know how to stand up for themselves at the right time.
Especially when you're hot.
Exactly. I'm like, you'd see somebody is wanting, a hot opportunity has come. And unfortunately in business, there's always that, you know, I call it like a turnover point.
For sure.
Where you have to wait. You have to build your leverage.
You do.
Artists don't want to build their leverage. That is one thing. In that, mtu anataka reward now and now. And people don't understand. I feel like most artists don't understand that artistry is like it's a seed. You plant it, you water it. When the water is dirty, it's not making. You change supply. You know, same thing as you. Like hapa unanichea au nipatie maji safi. Kama unaweza jimea, ujimee.
Straight up.
You know, and we keep competing with each other.
We do compete. Oh my God.
And it's something that I'm obsessed with. I love what Kodong Clan have done. I'm obsessed with these boys. These boys are literally at their peaks. Individually, they are at their
and they are superstars. Peaks. They are superstars.
Hawa ni wasanii na wanajua ni wasanii. And I can tell you, our boys hawana maringo. From interactions, from knowing them from a point of, ndo tumekujua saizi till they have not changed. They have not changed.
And they show up
character.
for each other's gigs.
Exactly.
Ukibook Kariz anakamna kila mse.
Watu watakuja.
I hosted Modeke the other day, alileta kila kina Suda, Costa. Kila mtu.
You know, na watu wataingia stage. Na wakiingia stage hawata overpower. Wanajua hii show ni yako. Nimekuja hapa kufanya ka boost lakini show ni ya. And these are the kind of minds and creatives that we need to be. Because what have they done? They've come together. And they're doing it for themselves. They're doing a tour now. They're doing a
dope tour now. No, you know, it's self-sponsored.
It's self-sponsored.
Yeah, that's how we know they respect their craft. Walisema
sisi wenyewe.
Please, what msituambie ati patia kaza usikaze. Wacha tukaze.
Sisi ndo tutakaza.
So tutoe tu doze yetu.
Sisi ndo tuna and look at it now. Mimi nisha buy ticket by the way. Yeah, the Nairobi, the last one.
Oh, just iko Nairobi.
Of course.
Aja Nicole. Mimi ndo nafanya MC jo. Charisma jo. Wacha ndaongea na Charisma. Ndaongea na Charisma.
Lakini mwambie wacha wabadilishe hiyo location.
Iko wapi?
Mass House.
Oh, iko Mass House.
Please, we need to change that location.
Mass House, it will be packed.
I would really love it. I would really love it. If as artists we start using the infrastructures we have in our country.
Okay.
I know we don't have that mass infrastructure, right? But we have something. games zilichezwa wapi?
Wapi?
See the games CAF where they were played?
Kasarani, Nyayo.
Those are two stadiums.
I'll tell you why they prefer Masaus. I'll tell you why.
Yes, and I'll tell you why as an audience, the audience does not prefer Masaus.
Very true.
Because immediately after they said Masaus, the first 11 comments was about refunds and about why Masaus.
Don't tell me because of guys being tagged. I don't like that.
Guys, it's now guys being, Masaus has a history of guys being tagged and murders.
Okay, kwanza now when it comes to murders,
I'm like, unakwambia hapo unajua ile kona mbaya, Masaus is the kona mbaya.
Okay.
You see? So that's now where the audience perspective is. I do Masaus. But now back to what I was saying, in matters of stadiums, when I can't wait for the day where Kenyan artists are like, you know what? Tunafanya event kwa stadium. Mukuje stadium yetu
30,000 people,
and it's possible.
It is possible.
Look at and I love the fact that Savara, for example, performed. I'm like, that is a good beginning. Could they have done more with the stage? Of course. I think I'm one of those creatives. I'm like, you could have done more. You've done amazing.
We've tried.
But umeanza, but hapa amamu kufikia.
Bado tulifika Kenya. Atini how much 1 million? Ni peni 100,000. Yeah. Bado tuko hapo by the way.
So it's so possible for us to think of these horizons, for us to be like, munasema hatuna, we can create these spaces for ourselves.
Abeli wants to build something for 6,000 people.
He's really been, and he's calling out for investors so much. He's been like, guys, the next investors come, stop investing in hospitals, in schools, in apartments. Please give us places where we can do performances. Because that's where also the West is beating us. They are putting big events
and that's what
of their own artists.
That's what the money
of their own artists in their own home. Kwao. Unapata Kendrick amefanya tour, an American tour.
Imagine how much go-up those people make.
Imagine how much go-up you're making. And and you can't say Kenyan artists don't have that.
Now we are dope. We have the skill. We have the skill. We have the aura. We have the people, we have the crowd, we have the fans.
You have
Kenyan fans are so dope.
We are very loyal.
We have
as
such
a Kenyan
dope fans.
fan, I can say we are sisi na tunaweza anguka na wewe by the way. Tunaanguka na wewe na tunakufa na wewe. But at the end of the day, we will always still need government support. Sadly.
We have to. Government has to. We have to join in hands with government. In as much as the private sector does their bit, Gava has to. We need more creatives and more young people in government.
Exactly. I agree. We need especially creatives. We need to do like a pruning of KFC. I'm sorry, pruning might be hard.
My mom normally jokes and asema, so my mom is very creative, hence why I get it from her. But at her job, she sort of like gave out her roles. Alisema saisi zikuwa nafikiria bado, as how I used to think back in the day.
Then, yeah.
In other news, kuna 60-year-olds fulani wanaona they are the king. They are the kings and queens of our industry. But we need to have a crazy shift.
We need to have a crazy and an immediate shift. Because these guys are killing our industry.
They're killing our industry.
It's one of the reasons why Kenya we're not getting like many international films being shot here because of our rates.
Well, our rates are, oh my God.
Ridiculously.
Missy, I'm applying for a license.
High.
Oh my, first
and
of all.
And now getting the license.
Let me tell you, Kenya is... Sasa nakwambia Kenya is built on... Wacha nikwambia how Kenya built their structure. Kenya has left room for corruption. So foreigners can't get a filming license. You have to co-partner with a local production house.
I like that. You know, I like that specific element because it puts local productions. It in our Jenga CV in a way.
At least.
That is a nice idea. But then you see how much are they charging?
They're charging a lot of guap. Alafu now when you, let me tell you why I'm saying Kenya is built for corruption. Now when you go for the license, ukisema you're taking a license for a certain unaambiwa sasa toa do.
Toa pesa.
Toa do.
I think the issue is on the kickback side. But partnering, giving like a percentage to a local, I think it's
that's proper.
Now when it comes to the kickback,
it inflates the cost.
I had a question on you, Leroy. You mentioned about agencies.
Yes.
Right now we are having concerts and festivals.
Yeah.
Myself, I'm also curating a festival.
Yeah.
Where do you think we need to adjust? Because when you're talking about agencies, most of them are private.
Yes, most of them.
So how can we influence that space where we can have a good festival where creators are satisfied with it, and also revelers and consumers are also satisfied with it. How can we? Is the effect of the agency? Can we work without these agencies?
Okay.
Or do we still need the agencies? And what can we do?
Okay, in my opinion, so depending on the agencies that we're working with, first of all, shout out to Africa-centric. If you're not working with ACE, you're just being conned. ACE is being, so the founder is a very good friend of mine. The founders, one is called Jules and the other one is called Marek. Now then, they're very deliberate. In fact, one of their, I don't know, not mottos in issue. One of the pillars of the company is pesa kwa mfuko ya artist. That's how Talenta Hela came about. Like they really, Marek finds joy in an artist getting their money. Higher. The only way, bro, we can overthrow agencies that try to shortchange artists. Artists have to work more. They have to, bro. You see what Kodonklan is doing, bro? So Kodonklan, I won't disclose how much money they each chuck, but they each chuck money. Same amount. Alafu wanasema hizi profits tunazisplit hivi katikati. So you see what they've done, bro? They haven't gone through an agency. If they had gone through an agency, probably that agency would take like 30% of your hard.
And not together, each of them.
Each because they look at you as, because you see in the event, you guys are almost, Kodongland are like 8 people. Yeah. So they won't take at 30% of Kodong. They'll take 30% of everyone.
Each and one of you.
So we have to come together as artists. One, we have to produce more music. Bro, our fans, let me tell you one thing about Kenyans. Kenyans are, I like to say Kenyans are like rich shories. You know, bro, you can't confuse a rich shory. You can't tell at your rich shory at you know, you look nice, I can buy you heels. Nah, I can buy my own heels. So you need to challenge me. You need to challenge my mind for me to be able to move with you in a certain way. That before Kodonklan happened, I was telling guys, check, you know, you guys don't really need agencies to, because events are expensive. Hence why I think why Kodonklan took their gig to Mass House is plug and play. You know, plug and play is cheaper. You're not paying for a stage, you're not paying for sound, you're not paying for lighting. Literally,
it's cutting a cost.
That's
it's cutting out the biggest cost.
Yep. So we need such infrastructure. You know, not when CB is saying, like, it would be more, even Burna Boy, it would be so expensive for us to host Burna Boy in a venue as opposed to a stadium.
Yeah.
The stadium, kila kitu, you don't need generators.
Yeah.
You get, everything is there.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Because events are expensive. Events, you can never break even. Baby Boo, Nyash, amesema, the next nini anafanya ni in 38 years.
Shin City,
make losses of billions. Now imagine that's Shin City.
Both or both or one of them?
Zote mbili. Because it was too expensive. Like the experience. You don't know how Shin City was so curated.
I worked at Shin City.
It was so dope. So it was so expensive to produce something like Shin City.
It was crazy. That was an amazing product. That makes sense. That makes sense why I wasn't paid. And it's not Nyash's fault.
I kid you not.
And it's not his fault. My director then just decided.
We spend a lot of money
but I get it.
Putting up events. Come to film. Like I'm a filmmaker.
It's events and film. But I think I get it. Yeah. Honestly speaking, I'm a creative that's quite optimistic. I get it that doing this is hard. But I always think about creativity like this. When all forms of technology goes, when we don't have speakers, when we don't have laptops, we don't have DJ decks anymore. When all we have is our instruments that don't require electricity. And our voices. What's going to happen next? And I think as creatives, we need to start thinking like that. Think with the idea of I have nothing. Because I think at the same time when you have ukikona pesa mob sana, unakuwa confused. Saa zingine inakuchanganisha ukikwa unado mob. That's why you see people, you are a billionaire. 2 years ago, how you broke now. So there's a thing of people get confused when they have so much options. And one of the biggest enemies of creativity is options. Because you get creative when you don't have an option.
Very true.
So I'm like, okay, guys, I understand it's expensive. I really understand it's expensive. But what other way or how else we can do, I really believe we can do it in other ways.
Collaborating.
I believe we can collaborate, we go to a field and we do a show.
Babes, you know, collaborating even in what sense? I was part of a certain forum and Abeli said something so positive. Akasema, you're such a dope actor, but you want to charge me a mic. And you know very well I'm not making a mic.
Yes.
You know very well. So why don't we work together?
We make that mic together.
We make that mic allows us to split. I'm trying to shoot something with artists, but naelewa where artists come from. So my show is based on artists, but it's so expensive to produce, so expensive. Wananiambia Z, man. I even gave them, I was talking to one of them, nikamwambia, bro, I'll give you guys collectively a 20% stake. I'm shooting 6 episodes. I'm planning on distributing to Netflix. I'll get X amount of money. X amount of money divided by 20 will be X amount for each one of you. Waniambia hatuwezi ngoja. Hatuwezi. Kama utupati beforehand at shoot. Nikamwambia, guys, there's no one, if you've noticed, there's no production, there's no documentary or any production on artists.
There's none.
There's a guy called Faki. So nilienda nikapichia Faki show yangu, akaniambia, Leroy, this show is, first of all, it is fire, and there's nothing like this that has ever been produced. Do you know why? If you ever get these artists kujia 1 billion, hutawahi wapata.
Because they don't think like that.
Hutawahi wapata. Juu watakuja, they want to go up.
You know what it is? Poverty mentality.
Poverty mentality.
Because something else I really would love creatives, we need to start becoming financially literate.
Yep.
Because of a lack of financial literacy is causing people to make moves that don't make sense.
Yeah.
I would rather not be paid, if I'm to be paid a 5 gig for a show I do now, and you tell me, hey Malika, send your 5 Gs says lakini if you can do like 4, 5, 6 shows together,
I'll give you a percentage.
I'll give you a nakambia, bro, that's what I'm gonna pay.
Percentage.
Because a percentage is what? It's long term.
It's long term.
And artists and creatives don't have that long term train of thought. I want it now.
For instance, when sitajudge watu wa Real House Helps. Watu wa Real House Helps walipatiwa options kulipo vipoa on set ama they grow with Protel. Wakisema tu please, pay me my rack. Si wakalipwa, shika. 3 years down the line, 2022 hivi, Real House Helps ikaingia multi-choice. See, they asked for go up. Wakaambiwa tu, do I show you your contract? Wacha nikufungulie, wewe umesahau. Hebu soma hapo.
Boss ulisema nataka pesa yako. Si ulipewa pesa?
Bro, and they are making, now Protel is making go up off Real House Helps. Iko DSTV sahi. But hao walisema nini? Wewe tulipe do yetu. Shikeni. They used to be paid. They used to be paid.
And it's also because, look at the situation that you are
in.
You can imagine most of these artists were in a point where I actually need this money now. So that
as
I can be able
to later.
Exactly.
She used to sleep in Tao, Koinange Street. Alikuwa tuambia tumpika hapo asubuhi.
So you're imagining for him is like, guys, I would, and you can imagine like, I would love to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm not in a position to. But at the same time, it makes me think, I think also as creatives, we need to learn how to negotiate.
Yeah.
We need to learn how to speak our minds.
But then we can actually negotiate and
because
say, I'll take X amount of money, but in the case that this goes... Can we renegotiate?
Thank you.
We need to,
because if you really think about how these corporate situations work or how these agencies and what would work, it's a language.
It's language, very
It
true.
is a language.
Yeah.
And you know, if I tell you, usifungue yo mlango, I've not told you what would happen.
Okay.
So you want to open it, you can decide to break the door.
Yeah.
Opening the door and breaking the door are two different things. So you see, just because I've told you not to open the door doesn't mean I've told you not to break the door. So it's about reading between the lines.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that creatives will need to do, because if you want our events to be the events, if you want artists who are saying, I'm having a world tour and I'm going to Africa, if you want them to actually come here, we have to make this place hospitable and warm even for us. Make it to the point where you're also not you know, at the same time people like saying meet your audience halfway at times, and I think that's something Kodong have understood. They've learned to meet their audience halfway. Wana kukujia. And as you were saying,
working.
Kenyans, we're the pretty rich girl, and we like that. I like it when you come to me.
You know, Kenyans know their shit, man.
You know?
Kenyans can boo you off stage if they feel like you're not giving them what they've paid for.
It's happened. It's happened.
You'll be heckled.
Senior shalingia stage blankets na flash disk.
Boss.
Mimi nilisikia story, nilisha. And here's now my problem also with event organizers.
With the hapo nilisikia story fulani, story ya do.
Sasa
trickle down to money. Alisema mnilipi ya band ndaonyesha playback ni nini.
It always trickles down to money. But I think in this, if inshallah, when I'm able to organize proper events.
Yeah.
Because that's something, of course.
Now you shall, from your mouth to God's ears.
Amen.
After time, see you will, sir. Let go.
Amen. So,
do you think an artist can just say no if you're not?
Yes.
You just say no. And
yes. I think we can say no.
So we can put it on paper. So for instance, during, was it Rematown? Was it Rematown or Walkertown? Where Remo was performing. So Nyash has a clause on his contract. So most times when you're being given a contract as an artist, most times the clauses are on us. If you cancel, if you fall sick, or we'll sue you. Now Nyash has a counter clause where he says, in the event that the gig does not take place because of your issues, you guys pay me X amount. Now ukaona hiyo X amount ilikuwa pesa ngapi? Do you know he was paid? Because you guys have wasted my time. I've been rehearsing. I would have taken another gig. I've paid money for rehearsal. Akalipo, we tulikuwa tunaona, so it's a certain percentage of your do angepe. Kwanza you fulfill your unamlipa kwanza your do. If you're paying him 5 mic, you give him. And then now you give him on top now a certain percentage.
Unagaramia ujinga yako.
Si nyindo mli overbook. So no, that's another thing now about agencies.
That's the same thing that Diamond did also.
They overbooked.
I think it was Diamond.
It was Diamond. Kwa contract, amesema I will perform from 4 to 5 because at 6 I have a show in Dubai. Nyinyi mnamwambia tika promoter wa Kenya ati chikitulia wacha Willy Paul aanze umalize. Anawaambia tu poa. Break after 4 akatoka. Anawaambia tu someni contract.
And the thing is, I do believe as artists we have the power to say no, but we're scared.
Babes, this guy is literally
poverty mentality.
But in your poverty, you're too
low. Poverty
artists wetu wote wametoka uchi. Hatuna watu wa Nairobi. Unajua ukipata rich kid fulani let me tell you, Kahush. Where's you book Kahush one? Kahush kwanza anakuambia hata I don't want your drink, staki, many poison. Staki. Anakam, yani you can't threaten him. Juu hata he doesn't need that money. Yana come kuperform. Anakuambia I want to put so and so on stage. Unaambia it's not possible. Anaambia what's not possible? Because we haven't paid that guy. Anasema, but I'm not telling you guys to pay me. I'll get him on stage.
No, come on stage. You see, it's a liberation
it
from
is for sure.
Poverty. Because when you think, damn, nataka to my next bread, I'm thinking of the next. That is, you're literally trapping yourself.
Very true.
You're trapping
and promoters know that.
In a cage that you've already been put.
They've already been very true.
You've been put in a cage.
We have so much power. Like power is in our hands. Abeli was saying. So there's this new trend that's happening, especially you since you're in film. We're trying to look for someone who can develop an app.
Okay.
See, akina Netflix and Showmax are ringing. Other Showmax just was this. Have you seen what has bro? Acha nikuambie why Kenya pisses me off. I've literally experienced this. Nimeenda nimepitch show yangu Showmax. Nyocha niwataje juu ako chini. Niwataje Showmax mko down na huko commissioning editor wenyu. Mko chini mbaya. You know Showmax adapts South African shows.
Yes.
And they think we don't know.
They think we don't know.
Wanadhania tuziwatch alafu tunawatch the equivalent now in Kiswahili. Do you know I passioned them, I told them, let me give you a list of. Do you know those guys are Showmax inafungu.
Showmax
the commissioning editors have been up inafungu. MultiChoice has been sold to Canal in France. Unajua DSTV imeuzwa. It's not African anymore. Imeuzwa man to a certain company called Canal, which is French. Because of mismanagement.
It's our own fault.
Peacock put in some money. Hiyo do inaendaanga tu mtu mmoja. Sijua kona shares. Do you know?
Yeah, everybody
putting out content on Showmax. Ndio Joe Cartel iko aje. Then they tell you Showmax kwanza unibamba. How to advert wanakuambia if you're a dope filmmaker kindly submit your film.
No, I know they do. They edit it to suit their narrative. They change the film.
At Showmax and wanaenda wanaiwatch hivi. This is the chukua hii. Afu wana ku email. Do you know they tell you if you don't get a response from us within 90 days consider yourself unsuccessful. Nenda nikwambia nyinyi mafala mbaya. You did even tell someone your film was you see they don't want to give you feedback
because they know you're going to grow. They know you're going to see the nonsense.
Now let me tell you how we are counter-attacking Showmax.
Even before you finish, and there's a time even they also put out calls for writers.
They do that. Usiwai.
Because you will, and then the thing that the adaptation thing,
pisses me off.
You know, they adapted if you have a red bandana. Imagine that whoever who's wearing that bandana will wear red. Hata hawezi change ikuwe blue. The South African alikuwa amevaa blue. Wewe blue.
It's like this show, there's this South African show, I'm currently rewatching it. It's called The River.
I've watched The River. The River is Kina.
Yeah, no, it's Kina.
Yeah.
And at first when I heard people saying Kina, and then I saw the storyline of Kina, I was like, guys, this is
hadi
not...
kwa tractor venye sana na
Anamua, the same.
Even the casting. The guy for The River looks exactly like
the same. And then what did they change? Because Wandile is gay in The River. They had to change. They had to make now Andile's character a girl. And you sit down, you're like,
for sure,
you guys have
if
had...
you notice that.
I'm like, you guys have taken an amazing story. Because honestly, The River is a fire
The River
story.
Is fire. The River
That's why I'm
is
rewatching it. And this thing has like 230 episodes.
250.
Per season.
Yeah.
And it's
6 seasons. Ndio South Africans wanaandika.
Nakwambia, let me tell you something South Africans have noticed with them. They're patient. Their industry is patient. Because when you watch episode 1 of The River, lakini ukifika by the time ufika episode 10, production quality
has even improved.
It
has very true.
It's like, hey, you guys have picked up on the issue and
they're very thorough with what they do.
There's this show that they put, and I was so heartbroken that it's adapted. Gigi. I was so...
Oh, Gigi is adapted from?
I don't know it's adapted from where.
Watch and render wa Gigi ndamuuliza. Wamekopi zote.
Is adapt. I almost cried.
Zote. Have you watched?
It's honestly a really dope story. And I'm like, wow, I was like, vibes. Na pia Gigi, unajua Gigi vile meisha ilisha vibaya. Story ado. Story ado ndo Gigi meisha.
Oh, watch. Oh, they aren't able to...
Gigi imeisha hivyo.
Even
story ado.
Kina ilisha story ado.
Story ado.
I have a very nice friend of mine. People know Jay-Z does inapati. Ndio do iko.
Ni ma producers.
Ndio inatoka SA.
I'm telling
inafika hapa kwa dem ameka shamba yake nitemia kupalilia. Hiyo do inaenda hivi.
Hii ni tractor.
I kid you not. These guys are so much
they
money. And you know the only way we can counterattack them, what Abel is doing, we create our own apps.
Yeah.
I have my own platform. Kwanza, from purchasing a link to you watching my show, it only takes you 45 seconds. Take and onyesha. Let's create our own platforms there.
Please do.
It's called Malinks. So the founder is a very good friend of mine. In fact, my best friend, to a DJ Ali Fresh. He happens also to be my decamate in high school. We're in the same dorm. He was such a dope rugby player. You know, we're heavy in sports. So we've been friends ever since high school. So tumekuwa tukikaa hivi namwambia, bro, hii ni email ya ngapi umetuma Showmax? Namwambia 98. Ananiambia Netflix, namwambia 64. Ananiambia F these guys. What are these guys doing? All they have is an app and they don't even produce their own content. There are very few films that are Netflix originals ama Showmax original. Akaniambia, bro, you write. See, why don't you write, bro? May develop. Kwanza, do you know how much hosting your content on a platform like Showmax costs? Watch a Showmax. Kai yetu.
No, how much?
It costs, give or take 20 mic annually. Sijui Abeli ulipaji hizo fees zake. I don't understand how they pay those fees.
For Click.
For Click Bang. For Philly TV. For hosting Philly TV. Kwanza yao na join hostiwa na muindi fulani. Because Protel tried doing the same thing wakambiwa. It's over 20 mic. Now we've developed that app. Mina bestia, my boy is dope mbaya.
The app that they say is 20 mil for me to put my, you're like, tumetengeneza with less than 20
alafu how we are also fire, we have our own servers. Tumedo our research. If you go to a Bailey's platform, Philly TV, the mode of watching is Vimeo.
Vimeo,
sisi tunajihostia zetu, si wenyewe unaweza watch 6K, 4K up to 11 because we have our own servers.
Yeah.
And do you know why this is possible? I've collaborated with someone who does this. I did not pay a dime.
You collaborated?
Alafu nawe pia sasa he has shares in my company. That's the only way we can work.
You integrate, and you know, that's how, I always say, this is how the billionaires boys club beat us. This is how Jay-Z and Diddy and Kanye and
Tidal, Jay-Z was telling...
This is how they think. This is how they work. They work too. It's putting your resources in a pool and letting the pool flood.
Yeah. And mind you, we have the power. As I told you, if we imagine we as artists, you see, artists are complaining that agencies are taking a large percentage. simkatai tu kubukiwa. Msemee for 1 month. Wewe msi unarani agency akia mama utajua kucheza gitaa. Lazima ujue kucheza gitaa. Bro, do you know bro what will happen? Imagine bro, it is so easy.
An artist strike.
There's just a pool of artists. Let's say there are like 30 dope artists. Hakuna will go and take that 13-year-old ama 14-year-old who's just starting. Bukiweni event, ambia promoter you charge $1 million, akuambia 500k. Mwambie poa. He'll go back to their boss. Me there's a time there's a parliament akaniambia huo promoter alichujwa. Joli ambiwa we've given you money for Chris Kaiga. Unatuletea Maina. Alafu sasa Chris akasema umsi alikuwa ananitisha doa akachujwa. Now Chris refused to. Now assuming you have the money, you know you can book Chris. Kwanza you like assuming unampenda. So umeitisha Chris. Na umeambiwa Chris is expensive. Na hiyo do. Promoter anarudi bila Chris.
Promoter na umepewa do, nimepewa hiyo pesa. Eleza.
So promoter amekataa. Chris amemwambia bro siku. Unaona hata isa do nyume sitaki. Lazima uingie kwa shida.
Lazima ingia kwa moto. And again, it's also you see the power of saying no.
Yeah, the power of saying no.
Because you see, you're playing me.
Babes, do you know how me have an issue with old guys in media? Unajua there's a lot of money in media.
There is a lot.
There's a lot of money. So
but the gatekeeping is the same.
Una quote rate card yako ni 500k. Umse ako 55 anakuambia 500k ni do ya politician.
Aibo.
Anakuangalia hivi anakuambia uko magode ama uko nini? How do we pay you 500k na koda? Unataka kumwambia ushaiona koda ameleta watu 10,000 mahali wanamsikia in your life. Ushawaiona koda?
Ushaona wapi?
So na politicians wakileta watu 10k sisi nao tuko hivi. Because they look at 500 go up wanaona how we giving you 500k. Half a million.
A creative.
Because of jumping up and you jump up and down.
And people really underestimate how much effort it is to be a creative.
Babes, if you paid 500k, do you think 500k gets into your pocket? If you paid 500k, do you think 500k will get into your pocket?
Kwa mfuko.
Kwanza look at your outfit.
Gava lazima ichukue yake.
Mi juzi niliambiwa outfit ya blankets. Msali niambia 20k nikamwambia sijafika hapo. 20,000 alafu 20,000 amenishonea naambia hii material hata ni 1 bob. Kila kitu ni madem nyitaji hizo vitu. What do you call Mazali nipatia nini?
Kimono.
Si kimono. Let me show you.
Kaftan.
Hizi zenye ukivaa hivi ni kama they have holes. Si blouse. Unajonga zile vest za kitambo za ocha pikipiki zimetoboka zina mashimo. Kaja hizi za basketball. Unaona maja za basketball
zina pockets.
No, not even the pockets. Assuming this is a hoodie but it has way too many holes. Hiyo kitu itogaje? Na niliambia hiyo jina.
Rugged jacket.
Sasa unaona the rugged feel of bro, unaona jazi ya bake venye uko na mashimo but hizo shimo ni ndogo. Sasa imagine zikikuwa bigi na afu ni mingi. Hiyo kitu inaitwa blouse. Inaitwa blouse.
Hiyo si ni wire mesh mtu amevaa.
Ama basi unaona wire mesh inakaa. Si kwa wire mesh hakuna material hapo. Naambia 20,000.
Unachukua material kurarua mashimo
ni tena urarue. But you see how like entertainment is expensive.
It is.
Once you're seen with this outfit, it is a wrap. Music hiyo utaniona nimevaa tena na iweka hivi kwa hanga. Na sina bro mdogo azivae.
Hiyo story imeisha hivyo. It's true. Honestly, I get that because at times even when I'm doing shows and I'm like, nilikuwa hiyo show mtu fulani alikuja nilikuwa na hiyo skirt siezi iva.
Unasema hii wezi.
Nilikuwa naita siezi iva.
So we spend a lot of money. Alafu you can't wear fake things. Guys want to look at you. Guys want to adore you. So you also have to sell the part.
Because you are a walking billboard. Yeah. You are literally a walking, and a billboard will never have the same advert twice.
When niambia. And guys are ready. You know Kenyans are ready to judge. Wewe si siku moja uvae vibaya uone. They'll have a field day with you. Woo!
But you know the thing, I always saying being a creative in Kenya, nakwambia the amount of guts you have to have.
No, you have to. Kwanza you have to be a don't care.
You have to be like, by the way, imagine, I honestly don't care.
You have to be like Diana B.
Like, I honestly don't care.
Unaona vile Diana B anaingia hivi kwa studio.
Anasema mimi ni mama lao.
Anaweza show nyash dakika moja unaweza nipei mic, dakika tu moja. Hebu weka.
Wacha nikushow.
Alafu waingia hapo, by the here Nigerians are like that. Nigerians, Bien alikuwa anasema ameenda kwa studio, an upcoming artist. So unajua venye assuming we're like maybe let's say 5 artists kwa studio, alafu all of you are, you know, you're humble, alafu mnataka kuona nani anaenda next. So we enda, you wanaija hata hizi uliza, me I'm next. Yani they're so like we they're so confident. Alafu they're bosses and they know they're dope. Because the moment I was being told kitambo kina Davido and Wizkid never had Lambos.
Yeah.
Walikuwa nenda wanazihaya. 206, 205.
Unahaya Lambo.
Ma Porsche Carrera. So ukiona hivyo unamlipa hiyo 1 million.
Unamlipa hiyo dogo sana. Presentation. It's
Shida
all
pia
about
artists wetu. Savara bien vaini tu atatu chain tatu what. Those things are important. We don't look the part.
We need to, I think
you need to, have you seen how Tanzanians
like,
drip?
Like someone like tuangalie mtu kama Diamond. Diamond, Mbagara. Ona vile
from those days.
Akiimba Mbagara katikati ya sewage.
Katikati ya, and you know it was actually pipa, ilikuwa takataka. Hata nakatoa viatu.
Na mimba po Mbagara. Saizi ambia Diamond ende Mbagara.
Oh my God.
Ende umwambie ende umwambie elevate. And people, I think artists also need to really invest in themselves.
No, you have to. Alafu, you know, it's expensive. That's
it's
why
expensive.
They don't. Unajua hizi machain 3, hizi chains za kina Diamond has a chain for 30 mic. Unaweza buy chain ya 30 million.
Hey bro. Wewe uko na 30 million tu hivi. Wewe uko na 30 million nimekaa tu hivi nasema ini ya chain.
Ati ini ya shingo. Na hiyo ni chain moja na usiivae tena.
Other than looking the part, there's also a lot of energy and effort that you have to put in.
Yeah.
I look at sports, for example, when Rambo are playing. You see, for you to play professionally and to play well, you have to practice.
Yep.
And for you to practice, you have to be in the pitch 6 days in a week.
Yeah.
Now imagine you have to be there 6 days in a week. Will you be in the pitch or will you be looking for rent? And food?
True.
Right?
Yeah.
So for you to be able to pay a player, you have to understand that they have to dedicate all their energy in the craft.
Yeah.
Right? And that is the same case with us artists and creatives. You put a lot of energy and time.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I usually tell people, when a DJ comes to perform, you're only seeing less than 20% of the work.
Yeah.
No, true.
You're not seeing 80+% of the work that happens behind the scenes. The preparation,
the practice.
The negotiation.
Yeah.
When you're meeting with clients, a lot of work goes into the craft.
Yeah.
So by the time you are seeing the execution, probably you're seeing less than 20%. And I think that's the problem when you're talking about wazee ambao wanasema 500,000 people at it, because they don't see the 80+% of the work.
Yeah. No, very true.
And they don't understand that 80% of the work is still part of the work.
No,
it's still part, even if you're not seeing it.
Because the minute you abandon the 80%,
then there's no output. Yeah, bro, best believe.
There's none.
Best believe. If you look at this, so there's this certain notion that's happening in Kenya with event promoters. Now they're starting to prefer artists who play with, or rather who their music can accommodate a live band.
Okay.
Bro, do you know what it takes for you to play with a band on the actual day? You guys have to rehearse.
It's a lot.
You guys have to meet up like 10 times.
Plus.
There's no error. There's no room for error. You get. But now you see when you're quoting that 500 go up, whoever is just looking at 500,000. Bro, a band has over 10 people. Assuming you're even paying guys 20 go up, which is kidogo man.
Yeah.
That's already 2 sok.
That's very little.
If I'm the musician and you guys are in my band, I have to sort your transport and your food when we meet for rehearsals.
Yes. And when you're going to the event. Like it is, and hey.
I'm telling you, we go for these shows, you come back home with 10 go up.
Unachoka.
Unabai tu bag mbili, unaiva unalala.
Unalala na story ni.
Unangoja saa ijuu ambiwe, bro ulitesa. Uliua. Unaangalia hivyo.
Ulibeba show.
Alafu watu wanashangaa mbona upost ukisema shout out to Black. Nyinyi mmenikona mbaya. It's so sad. It's so sad. And then we also don't, and this one I'll fault traditional media. We don't create buzz around our artists.
We don't.
I feel like, for instance, if you're a host, you're so dope, I feel like your personality would outrightly overpower an artist, because most artists are so shy. We atuende the trend tuweke hapo wachana na charisma, tuweke mtu
Checky, that's my future job. Amen.
For sure. Kwanza Amina is out.
Yeah, she's
your
out.
Interview skills are fire.
She's out. Thank you.
Too much, maybe she's out.
I know. I saw yesterday. I was like, damn, girly.
Too much, because she's hosted me and we've
For
had
8 years.
it was as seamless as this is. So best believe you're doing a good job. Thank you. Tuma.
Yeah, I will receive my flowers. You know, that's the thing also about creatives. We don't like taking our flowers.
Kiambueni mdeadly kwanza pose.
I'm like, thank you. Hey.
Utaki autograph. Na siku hizi watu wapendani autograph. Mtembea na pen. Come.
Kuja nikusaini. This signature will be worth billions one day.
We have to be, I feel like we have to be more aggressive.
Yeah.
We have to be, because there's a lot of money, and we need to, we as artists, we as creatives, need to own our shit.
We do.
We need to own our shit. Yo, if you're artists and you guys are dope, mnajua naambia watu nini? Mkikuwa tu artists watatu, headliner. Do you know events are not expensive if, bro, let me tell you how events are expensive, and let me tell you how I also got into film by emceeing.
Okay.
If you don't know artists, events will be very expensive for you.
True.
Because bro, if you hollered my boy Chris, I charge 500 to go up for a show. Mimi tutabonga niambie, bro, you can even send 50, alafu now after tuma for 50. But you see, me having him on the poster will now get me tickets.
It will get you that for 50.
Bro, literally, if you're hosting an event and you guys are artists, bro, I don't even think you guys need more than a mic. Because you only need money for logistics.
Yeah.
Once mmejeka kwa hizo poster nyi wenyewe.
Marketing ishafanyika.
You'll sell tickets. Alafu you're doing your own marketing. So you're doing it willingly.
Yeah.
It's not like how we sign contracts. Unaandika hapo 3 posts.
Per week.
3 is peke yake. You get? So we need to, and it's very serious, and that's why I wish kunaweza kuona classes. You know, artists haven't gone to, not in a bad way, but majority of artists haven't gone to school.
Yeah, because creativity, even creatives,
you can't be taught in school.
You can't. Yeah. And even if you look at most people who are creatives, the education system did not make sense to them.
It did not.
I remember personally since a young age, I was like this. It didn't make sense to me even in class 1 when I was like, this is, I want to just create, I want to sing.
Same.
I want to just do, because I've always been very creative and I always knew I'm one day going to be a creative. I don't know what kind of creative I will be. But I knew, mimi najua sitafanya kazi kwa ofisi. I knew that from a very young age. And now you're imagining, mimi ni mtoi with, nobody has told me this.
Yeah.
I figured that out for myself.
Yeah.
I did chemistry knowing very well.
Mazosi nikumbusha.
Ile chemistry naenda kufanya sio hii.
Mimi kwanza nimeenda chuo kucheza ball. Mimi nikienda chuo I told my mom, yo, I saw this kutoka kitambo because I have cousins of mine who live abroad.
Yeah.
So in 2008, just after I'd done my KCPE, kazini yangu fulani na kama ananiuliza how much money do these actors get paid. Sasa hizo ndio tunawatch nini? Tunawatch
Inspector Mwala.
Si Inspector Mwala. Iya Jalasa ilikuwa inaitwa Papa. So tulikuwa tunapenda kuwatch Papa mbaya.
Jalasa alikuwa Papa.
Wacha nikwambie Jalasa alikuwa ananimalizaje in Primos in Riara. Riara is bougie.
It is.
Hakuna mse alikuwa anawatch TV. Bro, naenda hivi shule naambia watu Jalas otos. Sasa naambia hizo ni nini? Unajua ni mode yangu aliniambia nini? Tunataka uperform hiyo skit yako concert day. Perform hiyo, hakuna msana, so nikachange tu jina yo Jalas na otos. Na ipiga hivi mwalimu wangu aniambia wewe lazima uingie comedy. Imagine hakuna msana hizo ma local programs. Watu kila mtu ako dish. So do you know how funny it is? My cousin tells me, yo, I'm assuming these guys make too much money. Naambia nani? Naambia mimi hata tu venona hivi Jalasa kiakta kuna doasa wana make. Cousin yangu ananiambia where I come from, so there's pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Mind you, this is 2-8. Naambia pay-per-view nini? So can hit nikasema I kid you not, TV takamkushika. Kenya, you know Kenya we are like 15 years behind. So uliona Kim Kardashians walishika 204. Sasa reality TV is on fire.
Ndio nashika saizi.
So si kuanga 15 years. Kitu yote, let me tell you why I feel like traditional media will not die. The fact that haijaisha state.
It won't.
You will never ever go to SPM bars watch news. Utawai. Ati you SPM buzz. Haitawaisha.
People will still be there for the conversation.
Yeah. And you see, traditional media is different from gutter press because traditional media is not valid. What do you
controlled?
Not controlled. Yani citizen hawezi inajadedi. What do you call that?
Precise.
Yes, sorry my teacher mazia na shangazi.
Usiseme pole, kizungu si lugha yetu.
No, yani hiyo ilikuwa topic fulani ya nini. Media
pole
is
pole mwalimu.
Media, you see how you put your biometrics to access either your M-Pesa. You actually need to authentication. Yani you can only authenticate something that's true of traditional media. Si hizi gata pressa tunasikia Mungai Eve
kama Citizen haijasema
utaamini.
Si ukweli.
So traditional media is here to stay.
But I think also as much as we're now going to wrap up, traditional media is, I said controlled, and I don't mean that it's
it is controlled.
Very controlled.
It is. Kwanza, you know, all our politicians have stake. Hata usidani ya wako.
Wote wako na
zote kutoka Citizen hadi K20 zote wako hapo ndani.
Thank you so much. Nakwambia tumeongea.
It's been so dope.
Tumeongea.
It's been so dope. Thank you so much for having me, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, time is money. Time is everything.
Yeah,
time is the currency.
And I dedicated Tuesday for this. Because I spoke with him on either Thursday or Wednesday.
Na pia mimi nitakuiba kwa podcast yangu.
Yeah, now for sure, let's talk. Yeah, now let's talk.
Tunaona vile tunafanya, tuna create together.
Chukua number, babe. I host every Thursday at B&D.
Really?
Thursday Night Live here, the hottest party on a Thursday.
Really? You know, me and my best friend have always been like, we want to
come through. This Thursday we have Nviri. I'm hosting Nviri this Thursday, so it finna be lit.
So tunapatana nyuma ya tent. Pia tumeenda Mars.
Let go.
And
I got you.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your information, for your wisdom.
Yeah.
And why I love having such conversations is that as Africans, we learn so much by just talking to each other.
Yeah.
The book has never been our thing.
Yes.
This has been our thing.
Very true.
The knowledge from within, just tapping within. And I love it so much. As creatives, we have seen we need to work together. I keep saying this is the 4th episode, and in each episode I have said, we need to work together.
Let's collaborate. If you call for an interview, please
go. Ukifanya post na mtu akifanya post na wewe na akutumia collaboration request IG, accept.
Yeah. Let's share. Let our fans link.
You said a very important point. You see, if somebody accepts to come to set, and then they don't show up, you've invested, you're there, you're waiting for them.
Imagine. They do not show up. And that's something that bro hujawak na artists bado. Hujawak na artists. Bro utakuitiki. Hii kitu hii utafunga bro wasanii. Msanii anaweza kushow bro mnaongea vizuri mnasema yo let's link up at 3. Anakukall to 50 anakuambia wow bro ama rehearsals. Namwambia hizi rehearsals zilikuwa lazima zimepangwa.
Na si ulikuwa umejua.
But anyway.
Also just to add on what you've said. We need to respect our quality and our craft.
Yeah.
I personally have certain rules in myself as a creative. Mimi I've looked for you for an interview. I've reached out to you the first time, like vibes. But then unataka tusumbuane. Nisumbuane na wewe mara 1 2 3 I'm done. Why? I respect my craft.
Yep.
And with me being able to do that, even someone is like, hey Malika, by the way, if Malika calls me, I'ma pull up. Because this is somebody who understands their work.
Yep.
And that's an assignment to you. Understand your craft, respect your craft. Because if you disrespect your craft, I'm telling you, your craft will whoop you.
I kid you not.
It will whoop you.
I kid you not. And our industry is not... I wish artists would understand that they have a shelf life. Saizi kuna mtu
kama maziwa na expire.
Bro, sasa utafanya nini toxic lyrical? Atakuosha any day in verse, atakuosha. Sasa toxic ana merit card zake. Yana bro, Sai is taking so many gigs so artists also need to push the envelope.
And also, apart from pushing the envelope, we need to, again, financial literacy. Stop thinking about, I'm getting a gig, in 500k napata saizi. Anza kufikiria, if 500k, if it is the last 500k you will ever get.
And when it will be, In a couple of years.
If it is the last 500 get you're going to, what's the move? Are you going to squander all of it, or are you actually going to make it work for you? So we need to start being very smart creatives. These corporate people, this is how they beat us.
Yeah.
But we're not going to hit the players. We're going to hit the game make the game ours. Thank you again. Hish. Sasa jukwa unasakata rumba na sisi. Unasakata rumba na sisi this time.
You're chilling with the executive DJs KE. On the wheels of steel is DJ JT.
Sophia, #1 in command. I came just to kill me and 2 militant. They won't figure it, but I don't need a man. So they love how me wine and me true religion. You dealing with the body, of course. Oh, you dealing with the boss. If we break up, yeah, you know that it's a loss. Upgraded every dude I ever toss. And if you hear this, I'm like, go on your back. Go on your knees, they be shaking to the max. The DJ please turn on me bass to the max. Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max.
I came to rap it up, do my thing, Sammy put me on it.
Oh, Susanna, I hope you're happy now. I see you flexing on the ground with your sponsor. Susanna, I hope you're happy now. Your skin color and your hair is longer now. Na kuona bali hapo kando ya Champs-Elysees, ukitesa na kamini none of my business. And I see you in London, silicone on your bum, shaking what your doctor gave ya. On your worst behavior, Susanna Vande.
The sounds of executive DJs KE.
Select a cheza doba once from the top. Dojo mabe, dojo mabe, dojo mabe. Tunisha speaker, we mash it up. Fire, we light it up. Dojo mabe, dojo mabe, dojo mabe. Tuko tao, CBD kwa penthouse. Wanadhani CBD ni guesswork, lakini jua bidii tunazoza. Na ni magrami tundo tunangoja. Donjo maber, kwa mdomo ni kuber. Na doba Johnny Mwaki ukipenda email. Napendwa na mapeng, na wote Johnny 10. Nikikusalimia unanijibu tu maber. Napenda vile magala wamekuja wamebeba. Napenda vile mamanzi wamekuja wameiva. Ikibamba sana basi pull it up. Selecta cheza doba once from the top. Whoa. Dojo maber, dojo maber, dojo maber. Tunisia speaker, we mash it up. Fire, we light it up. Whoa. Dojo maber, dojo maber, dojo maber.
Makwela na majaji wanazituka, stare ubamba sana baada ya mboka. Masanse watiaji tunawatoka, salamu wanga moja na ni top shota. But originally, the wanga mkali, inasumbuka town baka mashinani. Kolabo na Iani, ande mtaani, wakiuliza wambie tuko sibidi ndani. Napenda vile madem wamekuja wamebeba. Napenda vile makwela wamekuja wameiva.
Ikibamba sana basi pull it up. Selecta cheza doba once from the top. Whoa. Dojo maber, dojo maber, dojo maber. Tunisia speaker, we mash it up. Fire, we light it up. Whoa. Dojo maber, dojo maber, dojo maber. Dojo maber, dojo maber, dojo maber.
Donjo maber, ni donjo maber, tuko maber kabisa kabisa. Good. Maber means
You're chilling with the executive DJs KE. On the wheels of steel is DJ JT.
Lazima JT ajifanyie ile kitu like chwa. Please, as always, makofi to our amazing DJ.
Shout out to you, bro.
Thank you also again to our amazing guests. It has been an amazing episode. Tumeongea, tumerant, tumekam na solutions pia. We have come up with the solutions, and that is what we aim to do here at the Creators Groove. So please stay groovy, stay creative. Have the audacities, have the power to say no. Think outside the box, guys, and do not be illiterate when it comes to money. Malika Olma is I, and I will see you next time. Please stay groovy.